Okay, week 3. I'm excited. Especially for those new Big Dozey singles. Ooh, man! Mickey Monica! It's the Mickey Monica Clubhouse! Ooh, man, that shit hits. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to compliment him all show. You know, he might be bad at Pokemon, but those singles are pretty fucking sick, man. Hold on, I heard a door. What the fuck? God. Fuck. Perfect. A perfect replica. Even the taste buds. Everyone's gonna hate Big Dozey after I'm done with him. I can't wait for this week's new episode. Okay, hold up. Hey, my voice. It's fine, we'll deal with it. Next week we're gonna switch it, or he's gonna figure it out. God help these days. Soon, Big Dozey, you're going to realize this ain't Dozens' world. And welcome back, everyone, to week 3 of the TNT Season 10 Draft Center Review. And, of course, we're on week 3. That's a big 3, right? All right, we made it this far, and we're not stopping making these. So you're going to see one every single week, even though you forced me to a small box to record and then a small box to edit these for whole days. It's hell.
Deserved.
All right?
Deserved.
Speaking of not deserved, why are you
What's
back
up?
here? We kicked
Well,
you out
you see,
last
I
time.
broke into the studio again. We know my habits of breaking into places, so I was able to get the keys and break in.
No, what actually happened was he begged me, right? And his publisher.
Oh, right.
His publisher, which is just Switch. I don't know. It's Switch in a mustache. He like threatened to sue me.
Wait.
So Dylan already wasted all our money on Disney sponsorship. So I mean, like, I'll be honest.
Yeah. You know, I have some greatest hits, Mickey Monica. You know, go check it out. But you know,
I've never seen someone ruin something and then suing something that they already ruined to make it worse as consistently as doesn't. So, you know.
Well, it's Big Dozey. Thank you very much.
I'm not calling you that. I'm never
Dozey,
calling you that.
Every day.
Oh, that's gonna be the rest of the season. But let's jump into actually good matches that aren't Dylan's, because we're gonna be talking about him later. Let's jump in first and foremost to the Ohio Obstagoons versus the Minnesota Mences.
Let's do it.
This is
it was tough. It was very tough, and you know there were some outstanding circumstances with this set. You know, Stars Internet off and on played earlier than they had to. It was a whole thing. But I mean, you look at it; it very easily could have won 3 games if Stars Internet didn't give out.
Yep.
It's hard to really say with this set. I mean,
right.
it was good. It had the makings of a great set. It just, you know, the internet disagreed, and Olive walks away with a 2-0.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, like, game 1 was fairly Olive focused, right? Olive centered, right? Olive had the whole game, had the momentum, right? Really, really good. Going into game 2, Cough Egregious started holding down the fort really, really well for Star, and actually would have 2v1'd at the end if it didn't hit like Shadow Ball instead of Trick Room. But
yeah, I mean, there was multiple spots
and
there when the bot took over for Star. So many things could happen. Star was in good shape to take that game, but you know, what happens happens. You know, we're at a spot where the Mences were able to capitalize and take it 2-0.
Yeah, and Sneasler actually came this week. So spoiler, guess who's not Rat of the Week ×3. Congrats, Olive.
Yeah, good job, Olive.
Congrats, Olive.
Let's go.
Good shit. All right, let's stay out there for the rest of the season. But yeah, overall, it's really sad to see Star lose that way. But Olive finally getting a win on the board is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alrighty. So, hey, let's just jump straight into the next one, which is that Boosts versus Pierre.
Yes, and Pierre was able to take a 2-0 victory over Boost, and quite an upset, I believe, for what many people thought would happen.
Yeah.
What also upset me was Rotom Fan.
Yeah, we gotta ask the question. So you're fighting a Sand Core, you're fighting T-Tar, and you're fighting an Excadrill. The fuck is the fan gonna do? Your best thing to hit Excadrill was Air Slash.
Yeah, it was, and look. I know there's reasons that it came, right? Because you're dealing with Empoleon. I get it, but that can't be your primary offense for a week.
No.
It just can't be. It just you will not win if Rotom Fan is your win condition.
No, and there was a lot of questionable switches. I mentioned this briefly when my first reaction to the set, but there was, I think it was turn 3 of game 1, something like that. It was Frostlass switched out into Clef, and there was an Excadrill sitting across the way from them, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be honest. There's a good chance you're getting hit by a steel move. There's a good chance you're getting hit by a steel move, right? Oh, it might pick. He might pick ground, but he might pick steel. Doesn't really matter. And you have a Clef in the back, so it's a safe assumption. Hey, maybe instead of throwing out.
I get it, but like I don't know what Boost could have even done here. With what he brought.
Fair. Right. I mean, and that's the central issue was the initial I don't understand the plan. I didn't understand the plan. I still don't understand the plan. I'm still confused.
I still don't either. I think Mega Greninja not coming was just a death blow for this week.
It was a throw. Yeah. It was a throw. And I mean, I'll be honest, that wasn't all the Excadrill shenanigans this week. For some reason, Excadrill was just a part of so many issues. Yeah, you remember what I'm saying now?
Issues, yeah.
That's gonna be a fun section.
We'll be back to Excadrill in a little.
No, but I'll be honest, I'm kind of disappointed because Boost has always consistently been one of our better players and one of our better builders. Protean Mega Gren a couple weeks back. Was it week 1, right? It was the week 1 match?
I believe so, yeah. When we had Fire Weather Ball come in.
Yeah, that was fantastic. And I mean, Boost has carried that throughout multiple seasons. And what happened here, man? What happened here?
Everybody has a week like this. You just don't play your best week. You don't build your best me. You don't got time. Things happen. You just got to hope that Boost rights the ship next week.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll be honest. The other thing that kind of makes this less bad, right, was there were some questionable plays on Pierre's side, but overall, picked the right options, got the win. I mean, hey, how many times you got to press Rock Slide to win? It doesn't matter. You're gonna win anyway.
You're gonna find your win. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, hey, you know what? Let's jump into TKL versus what was TKL versus
Niue?
Yes. Niue. How you start this one off, man? How'd you feel about this?
I will. I think Tyler won cleanly, and I don't think there's a whole lot to say here. I don't think this set was ever all that close. I don't think there was anything too notable from it. I think Tyler just kind of ran away with the set, and it was never really in any jeopardy. I think Niue's team is just really weak, and Tyler's a great player. I don't know what else to say.
You're seeing very quickly the weakness of Niue's team. I think that's the main thing you're seeing, right? It's just there's not enough synergy here, honestly.
And I'll quickly say one more thing about his team, because he just made a trade, and I don't know if we'll do a full-scale thing on transactions later. You'll see if we do. We probably will, honestly, given the amount of trades that happen. But the problem with Niue's team right now is that he just got a Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir, good Pokemon. He's Mega Starmie, Mega Gardevoir, Mega Alakazam.
Yeah, that's too many Psychics.
And they're all Megas. I don't know what we're... And you have a Meowstic, so you have 4 Psychics. You are the Psyspammers. I get the name.
Yeah, but when the Dark show... when you fucking lucky Dark Bear isn't in this format, but there's still multiple strong Dark types. There are Gambits, there are Incineroars.
You got Gardevoir, but there's no reason Mega Alakazam should be rostered at this point.
Well, no, that's my point. Yeah,
come on.
I mean, I'll be honest. Gardevoir is just better Alakazam. There's not a reason.
Well, yeah, totally.
There's not a reason to be here. I mean, you gotta dump that thing immediately. There's no reason for it to be there.
Yeah, it should have already been dropped, and that's a misstep. And he's gonna have to figure it out quick, because right now you cannot roster 4 Psychic types.
No. It's Psychic has just consistently been not a great defensive typing. It's fine offensively, but it's not great defensively. And
It
I
just
mean, you
has
can tell
issue.
that
I mean,
now.
you can't roster 4 of really any type.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
true. Well, there's a couple times you're like, okay, maybe for 1 week. Psychic's one of the types you're like, you can't, man. You can't. You gotta dump one of them.
no, and they overlap roles so much.
They
So it's
do.
just
That's another main thing. They overlap so much. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to talk about in that case. But what about the Vegas Valiants versus the Glitzy Glaive Rushers? There you go.
Thank you for getting it right this week, Tristan. You know, last week you had some issues, but no. So there is a good amount to talk about with this set.
Yeah.
For one, I think this is a repeat kind of for Lug of last week, where game 1 he loses because of a dual wing beat miss, and then game 2 he wins pretty easily, and game 3 his brain shuts off at the end of it.
Falls asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, because I will not understand why you never just Sacred Sword the King Gambit there and kill it.
Yeah.
And then take out the Venu over the next 2 turns, because he would have won if he did that, provided Venu doesn't get, or provided Gallade doesn't get crit or poisoned or whatever.
Right.
And like, it just is very confusing what Lug. Like, Lug plays so well. Like, he's very fun to watch. He's a good builder. He plays well, and then just sometimes there's this misstep that just leads him astray. And I think Izzy played well in this set. I really liked to see Mega Venu here. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Thought that was awesome. But yeah, I mean, you got to take out the Gambit because it has Sucker Punch. You just can't let that alive. If it lives a turn, you just lose no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I've talked about multiple times where during the initial draft process, I'm like, Izzy should have picked up normal Venu over Mega Venu, right? Because there is a real thing overlapping Megas. We've had that issue. A lot of teams have had that issue. But I'll be honest, I've been proven wrong this week. Mega Venu actually was a good prank. Mega Venu actually looked a lot better. It looked really
it looked great, and I think if Izzy brought it and focused on week 2, Izzy could very well be 3-0 right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, again, you have you have 2 of the strongest mons in the format, right? But what really matters is the Pokemon backing them up, right? Because again, those 2 mons aren't going to carry you. They can do a lot of work. Gambit carries a lot of weight on his shoulders, right? But you have to have those good supporting mons, and I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Mega Venu did a great job.
Yeah, Gallade looks, or I think Gallade's a good support for that team. I think Izzy has a lot of options each week.
Yeah, no, I like how the team is turning out. I really, really do. And I mean, again, you got a little bit lucky this week. We're not gonna
yeah, and I mean, there was a whole fiasco in game 2. You know, it was the whole thing too.
That was weird.
Some Noivern and Aerodactyl shenanigans. But, you know, it is what it is.
They were just clapping each other up and stuff. It was a good old time.
Yeah, they were having some fun out there. But you know where else you can have some fun, Tristan?
Oh, we're doing this. Okay, what's up?
You know where you can have some fun? You can go over to Starlight Games.
Oh, really?
That's where you can have some fun. Yeah, no, you can do a lot there. You know, they actually have an in-person location for tournaments and stuff. But you know what's important for these people out there?
What? What's up?
Their TCG player website, where you can buy any card you want for any card game. I mean, they got everything. They got that Pokemon, they got that Yu-Gi-Oh, they got that Magic,
Lorcana?
They got that Lorcana or something.
Oh
yeah,
gosh.
whatever that is.
You know that. You love Disney, right? You play Lorcana.
Oh, you're right. You know what? I am the biggest Lorcana fan ever. You know, I got that premium Mickey Mouse. I got that shiny Mickey Mouse.
Absolutely. But on a serious note, of course, hey, listen. You can go to multiple of the TCG marketplaces, right? If you are into card games, I am. So I've seen a lot of them. I've compared prices, and I'll be honest, Starlight Games has really competitive prices. Some of the most competitive I've seen. So if you want, and there's a good card selection too. So if you want well-priced cards and a lot of variety, go to Starlight Games. Check them out in the description down below. And just tell them Big Dozey sent you there. How about that?
Tell them Big Dozey sent you, and tell them all about Mickey Monica while you're there. You know, it's one of my favorite singles. And then maybe they'll throw in a free Lorcana card in there. You know, maybe they'll throw in that shiny Mickey Mouse that I have.
So you're doing a live Lorcana opening in a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supernova. There's going to be a
Yeah,
live
Supernova.
Lorcana opening, and I can
Can't
pull the
wait.
shiny Mickey Mouse. Yes,
Sure.
exactly.
The secret rare, whatever that rarity is in Lorcana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it's gonna be Mickey Mouse, and I'm gonna just say Mickey Monica. Yeah, I'm gonna say Miska Muska Mickey
Okay.
Monica when I pull
Okay.
it.
We don't want to upset Starlight, all right? Let's not
Well,
do
no, they're gonna
that.
be very happy about.
No,
It.
they're
They're the
not.
biggest
No,
fans of
they're
Big
not.
Dozey.
No,
They've sent me
no.
many messages
God,
thanking me.
no. I think they've banned your songs in their venue. And you know what? I
No, actually,
support
they
it.
play them all the time. They play them all the time.
Don't. Oh, man.
Doesn't
Oh.
stop believing. It's been playing all day there. I can confirm.
I hate it. But seriously, go check them out. Description down below. They're fantastic. So, and please don't listen to his songs. Please don't play them in the
Please
store.
do.
Please
Please do.
don't.
And you know what else you can listen to, Tristan?
What's up?
You can listen to the Big Blinds versus the Fortree Furrets, because that's the next set we have to go over.
Yeah, yeah, that is. And I mean, hey, you've prepped Faye multiple times. How do you feel about Faye's team?
Well, I don't think the words that I want to say about Faye's team are safe to go up on YouTube. So, I'll say the safe for work version of I think their team's disgusting garbage.
Yeah.
I think it's horrible. I think it should be flushed down the toilet, and I think they should start new. I mean, it's going to take multiple weeks to fix it at this point.
Right.
They got trapped with a Mega Charizard they didn't want, and it's killing their team. And I don't know where they go from here. And Rance played very well.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
Rance is looking great. But yeah, I think Faye specifically always has this issue where it's weird that they get oddly attached to a plan they make and then they stick to it no matter what. When Fox was picked, I think you had to switch. And I know they love Mega Clefairy. I don't know if it was the right call because you need Delphox alongside it. That's what it feels
Well,
like.
yeah, and Mega Clefairy's great, but they picked Mega Clefable, so that's the bigger issue here.
Oh,
But
did I say
no,
Clefairy?
you did say Clefairy. Now, I mean, again, Mega Clefairy, that'd be wonderful right now,
Yeah.
especially with the ego that was in the game. But
Yeah,
nonetheless,
yeah.
it would have been better if they would have probably picked normal Clef with Sardax.
Yeah,
He probably would have
no.
been better off at this point.
It's just, again, that their mega spot is very highly sought after right now by multiple mons. And also, I do think that they have weird speed tiers. That's a personal opinion of mine. They have like really weird speed tiers. It's kind of all over the place. There's just the team doesn't have a lot of synergy either. There's a lot of issues. You could go off a lot of issues, but I think the big thing was the Zardax, right? This it was a round 2 pick. We made a round 2 pick. This crazy round 2 pick, and just flat out, it doesn't work on this team, and no one else wants it because everyone is filled up on megas, especially dragon megas. No one else wants it.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think you would need Professor Dynamite to go into his lab and concoct a Frankenstein to get this team out of its jail that it's in. I mean, that's what we almost need at this point.
Because the top picks were just they're just there's no synergy between them, and if your top picks are just bad, and you can't trade for another one, you're kind of just screwed. That's you see that pretty commonly in seasons. So good luck to the blinds, because yeah, I wouldn't want to be in that situation.
Yeah, it's not looking great for the blinds.
And we're not saying that because Dictator Faye will cancel the league if they lose.
That's true. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, hey, this might be last season, season 10. It was a great run, right? All right, but let's keep. Ooh. Hey, bud.
Yeah.
How you
What's
doing?
Up? Big Dozey in the house. Yeah. What's up?
For
people
who aren't really familiar with our social media presence outside of draft centers and this man, for what it feels like it has been like a month, but it's only been a week, has dropped so much shit talk over Twitter in promo videos and 3 whole ass song parodies. He's done it all, and he was ready to take on Monica. Right, they were shit talking. They made deals, yes. Right? Yeah, they were making deals like, oh, Monica gets an apology for if she loses, you get an apology from her if she loses, and if you lose, she gets a song. Right? There was a lot of shit going on, and you expect at least somewhat. You expect him to come out on top once to get out of the hole. And he doesn't. He doesn't.
I doesn't stop believing. Actually, but yeah.
Well, you doesn't stop losing either, cause you're 0-3. You're an 0-3 bitch. 0-3. You out. Gone. Out. You suck. You're bad.
Well,
you're the little Timmy that walked into the VGC regional and got your ass kicked. That's what you are right now. Now.
Okay. Here's the thing.
What?
Do you want to go?
Yeah.
You wanna go?
I will give this to you. You got kind of fucked. Once again.
Twice now. Yes.
Yes, but at some point, I haven't missed 2 triple axles in a row, bro. That's all I can say. Most people haven't.
Okay.
This is listen, you pissed on some holy ground. Some deity is out to get your ass right
Let's
now.
not talk about this again, Tristan. No, but listen, there's been some struggles for the Fuji Fezandipitis, you know? We've had a rough start. Big Dozey knows this.
Yeah.
We all know this.
Yeah.
So like, here's the thing though. You know, we got a new acquisition this week. We got Mega Frostlice. We got rid of Mega Cameras. We're ready to go. You know, it ain't about the past, Tristan. It's about the future. It's about being 8-3 by the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? Because then nobody talks about the 0-3, right? Right? It's true.
We're gonna keep talking. 8-3, 7-4, 6-5.
Well, no. See, it ain't like
5
that. It ain't
6.
like that. Because No. No, yeah, I get it. You can count. That's great. But you know what I can count?
Clearly
I can count
you
1
can't.
wins, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins, 5 wins, 6 wins, 7 wins, 8 wins, and everything will be great.
You know what I can count?
What's up?
1 triple axle, 2 triple axle, 3 triple axle. The Pokemon
See, I can't
died.
count that.
Clearly
I can only count
you
to 1
can't.
for that.
Yeah, you can only count to 1.
So it's fine though. Because let me tell you something. The Fuji Fezandipitis, they doesn't stop believing. You know, Big Dozey doesn't stop believing. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna take out Tyler this week. You know, it's gonna be all right. You know, Tyler, good friend of mine.
You're so fucked.
No,
Dude,
no, we're not.
You're so fucked. Dude, hold up. Live reaction. Let me look at this and let me tell you when I think you actually have a chance to win a match. So your fight against Tyler this week, you're not fucking winning that.
Okay.
Your fight against Ivy week 5. If Ivy falls asleep at the wheel, maybe, but you're probably still not gonna win that. Week 6. You're against XC Runner. Hey, I don't know. XC kind of turning up a little bit. We'll see. That's a big maybe. Week 7. Who you playing? You're playing Boost. If Boost gets out of the hole, you're fucked. Week 8.
Okay.
Let's look. Matthias. You got a good chance there. Okay. Week 9. You're against Faye. You both suck ass. Who gives a shit? Week 10. Who you fighting then? You're fighting Pierre. You know what? You might bribe the child, all right? You guys got some, like, instructor-student relationship. We're
tight like this, me and Pierre. We got this. You know?
My gosh. And then, what you got here? Rance? In week 11, you're fucked. I saw only 3 to 4 weeks you can win.
You're talking, you're running your little mouth, and, you know, your Kool-Aid covered mouth, as we went over earlier. You're running that mouth all day long, but guess what? All I'm hearing is WWW. You know, that's all I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I took so many dubs, they call me Dubby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh, really? That's an ad read later. But let me tell you this. I don't see any dubs here. I see L's, and L's. And then
you need to learn how to read. You're dyslexic, apparently, because all I see is a dub.
Week 4, if you win a match, congratulations. If you beat Tyler, that's fantastic. But I have a strong feeling that we're going to go next week into the division review, and your ass is gonna be sitting at the very bottom. The Fuji Fezandipitis. Fezandipitis, alright? Actual
My
frauds.
Fezandipiacs
Pheasant
know and believe in
fraudities.
Big Dozey.
Pheasant, can I get a hashtag? Pheasant fraudities? That's what you look like right now.
No, you can't. Because the only thing people care about is Big Dozey, and Big Dozey's got this covered.
We're moving on. I can't wait.
We're moving on.
Don't worry. I get more time week 4. I don't know what to say, man. I got more to say, but we'll save it. I got time. I got a whole season.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you got a whole season of, and people are going to be looking in their rearview mirror, doesn't fast approaching, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, but no, I'm going to be honest with you. We walked in today and you weren't the one that I was focusing on. Oh, no, buddy. So we take one New Zealander off the chopping block and we put the other one on. That's what I like to say.
Oh.
Always a New Zealander on the chopping block. And, I mean, this way, Core Enforcers versus San Diego Sandstorms. I gotta just ask, Matthias, what the fuck were you thinking? What the absolute fuck were you thinking? That was some of the worst play I have seen from you ever. Okay, there's so much. So, this week, the main threat, we had Garganackle last week, and this week, strolling up is Mega Gyarados, right? And for some reason, Matthias is blind in one eye, or they just didn't see half the field, and are letting a dragon dancing Gyarados just sit there while they don't bring any answers. They keep bringing a Mega Excadrill that doesn't have Sand Rush. So, game 2, T-Tar wasn't even there, and they have a Mega Lopunny in the back! They have a Mega Lopunny! Why is it coming? Why?
Big Dozey says it was a big fail for Matthias.
You had it. There's so much. There's so much. Right. You can also Mega Lopunny has Scrappy. You know what you can do with Scrappy? You can fake out the ghost types. That's pretty good, right? Right? You can kick the Gyarados in the mouth and kill him. No, we're just gonna Willow him and let him sit there. The Mold Breaker Gyarados, who, by the way, ignores Mimikyu Disguise. There's so many layers here. There's so many layers of I can't. Okay, and listen, the prep seemed okay. It seemed like you had the tools to win. That's what makes me honestly more mad. You brought Mega Lopunny, right? It wasn't like Olive not bringing Sneasler. You had the answer in your backline, and you had Golden Age Peyton Manning sitting there on the bench.
Tristan, I think you got it all covered there. I don't think I got to say a word about this.
and you bring Excadrill twice into a Gyarados that sweeps your ass twice. I can't. Yeah, but if you burn the Gyarados so you can ignore when it's dancing. Yeah.
And then just chomp. You gotta watch out for that guy.
Also, why do you keep megaing Meowstic? What's the point?
Well, it didn't mega this week.
Oh, did not mega this week?
No, you're stupid. You made up a set.
Oh, you're right. No, Excadrill mega and then died.
Yeah,
you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, now you're just making up things. I know it was bad, but geez.
I'm just like, everything's mixing together. My rage just can't be quenched. It can't be quenched.
Speaking of rage, how about Burner after switches set? The Rationale versus the Runes of Cairo.
So, you had a victory bell. Why didn't
He did?
Apparently not.
Kind of fooled me.
Yeah, I mean, we watched this live, and we've realized post game 1 we already felt it, and post game 2 we were like, Luca can't come. Don't bring Luca. It's not good here. It's not gonna work. Right? It's not gonna work. And he brought it again.
I think even with that, it would have all been fine. had the Volcarona, had Rage Powder. I
Yeah, it
think
didn't have Rage
everything was
Powder.
okay.
And let's be real. Let's be honest with Switch. Yes, you got hacked, right? But you had so many team building opportunities to not be in that situation where you're relying on a Meteor Mash hit.
There were so many ways out of this. There were so many ways. I mean, I think he realized after, he's like, "Man, I really should have brought Snorlax."
Yeah.
And yeah, I should have. And
Oh,
Ivy played well. This was a
Yeah.
tough matchup.
Oh, yeah, no.
I actually really like what they built for this.
Oh yeah, no. Ivy had some really good sets, right? I think like the one play that I'm like really just shocked us was uh Rampardo switching over what mon?
It was the Rampardos switching in over Scarf Chandelure and Trick Room when Lucario had no move to possibly hit the Chandelure, and it
Exactly,
just
yeah.
you were gonna lose Klefki in a turn anyways, I believe was the situation.
Yeah.
There was just no reason to do that switch, but it worked out for them. So
Yeah, I mean if the Meteor Mash hit, it could be a whole different situation, right? But
it could have been, but I mean, worked out.
Also,
so
I
can't
called-
complain for them.
I called that Rampardo set too because I was like,
Alright.
that's definitely Sash Rampardos, and it was. And
Well, yeah, as soon as you see
Okay.
Chandelure, you know it's Scarfed. I mean, just be
Yeah,
real.
right, no,
Hitmon's only
absolutely.
coming for Scarf against
Right.
Bask.
But no, overall, really good play. But yeah, I mean, it's funny. This last half, the last 3 matches, and by the way, we don't like order these. We just go in the order of in the schedule, right? You can see if you go into the Excel file. I keep calling it the Excel file, but it's
The Google Sheets
Google
link.
Sheets. That's what it's called. All right, the sheets, right? We just go one at a time, right? And it's just the last 3 were just really bad.
Yeah, and the Valiants Glaive Rushers was a good set too as well. That was a set that was interesting to discuss.
Oh yeah, well that was good. The last 3 were just sad.
Well, I mean, I
Depressing.
thought Ivy played well. But you know
Oh,
what
yeah.
you can do to get over your depression, Tristan?
Antidepressants.
No, of course not. You can drink Dubby.
Okay, my second guess was therapy, but yeah, sure. Yeah, shove an energy drink.
Well, no, Dubby is much better than therapy. You know, actually, in 99% of cases, Dubby cures your depression.
It'll fix your marriages too. I promise.
Well, it might. I mean, look. All I'm saying is, as a profound, rapper myself,
Oh God.
Dubby has helped all of my fans to enjoy my music more. They've helped. It's helped to reach a wider audience. Any Dubby acts or Fezandipitis acts, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's not a thing.
Oh, it's a thing. Everything's a thing when you got Big Dozey on the mic. You know what I'm
had
saying?
like 3 people reacting to it, and one of it was me, and I was reacting to it because I found it funny. You don't got.
But you know what? Dubby's great natural energy that anybody can buy at a very low price on their website.
Well,
And you could use the link below, right, Tristan?
what I'll say is, unlike his music, Dubby is actually good. It's well priced. It's all natural, and it helps you in the long run, right? It's a energy drink replacement, right? So it's not like you're drinking an energy drink. You're getting more water, of course. And I mean, overall, you're getting that bit of caffeination that you always want that helps you go throughout the day, and you feel better doing so. There's really no reason not to use Dubby. So go in our description, go order yourself a tub. You deserve it, right? And maybe, just maybe, you can shove Dubby powder in your ears, and maybe it will make this guy's music sound even slightly bearable. I haven't tested it out yet, but we're going to figure it out.
I just wanted to tell you that, just like Dubby, my music is reasonably priced. It's all natural. It helps you get through your day. It gives you that kick of caffeine you need. So me and Dubby are quite alike. Big Dozey, Big Dubby, they call me sometimes.
I need to get paid to listen to your music. I'm asking for a raise next season.
Again, labor laws are not discussed on this draft center. So, I say that we just need to move forward. Give Dubby a shot by going to the link in the description. Give Big Dozey a shot by going to my Twitter.
Your music is a new form of Chinese torture.
Well, you know what's next, Tristan? You want to see more of Big Dozey?
Oh, God, what?
Aye, Captain. All right. Well, guess what? We can go see the power rankings.
Oh, yeah. Let's send it to him, I guess.
He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls!
What is up, TNT Draft League? It's Big Dozey on the PR again. We gotta get that ceiling fixed one of these times. But I digress. So let's get into the PR for this week. Let me just make sure I have all my stuff set up here, and we are good. So, anyways, we're going to start with rosters. Too weak for any consistency long-term. I think there's 3 teams this fits. Probably won't be spending as much time on the PR because I think a lot of things are self-explanatory when they're week-over-week stuff. Nue, Runner, and the Moonlight Dracos, I feel, are just their rosters just are not strong enough for any long-term consistency. You may get wins here and there. I just don't view any of these teams as possible of making the playoffs in their current positions right now. Obviously, it can change. 1 trade, 2 trade, 3 trades could get everything back on track. Because I think all of them have the player talent. I think they lack the roster talent right now. Perfectly fine. I'm sure some of them will shoot up, hey, Pierre's leading his division right now. 1 due to a forfeit win and, the boost set. But, I think all these players have the talent. It's just about the teams right now. So then we will move into the 0-3, but have better prospects than those below them. That is me and Star, obviously, because we're the 2 0-3 teams. And I think that both of our rosters are better than what is below us, and I think that long-term that will show. But right now, obviously not looking great. Big Dozey's a little bit big behind, but, we figure things out. That's what you do. When you're a rapper, you make things work. You put words together that people don't expect, and, you start putting some wins together people don't expect. So that's how it is, So yeah, next we'll do our massive issues tier, and it's funny, because these two played the previous week, but Matthias and Faye are both here, the Corn Forcers and the Big Blinds. Because I think both these rosters have really bad holes in them that you can really poke. I think Matthias also showed this week that their gameplay was not what you want to see. Obviously, everybody has bad weeks, right? But it's really difficult when you have a Mega Lopunny and it doesn't come against Mega Gyarados and Sinistcha. I don't like that. I don't see what the game plan was. I'm sure they had something in mind. It just didn't work. Faye's roster is a bunch of garbage right now, and that's why they're here. I have faith in Faye, but it's going to be dwindling quick if they lose this week. So yeah, that's my thoughts on those two. Next up, we will move into the good tier, which is a lot of teams, honestly, because I think a lot of teams are good. A lot of teams can contend right now. We're going to start with Boost, because I think I still have my utmost faith in Boost. Everybody gets 1. This week was bad. It looked ugly. It looked like he brought the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse squad, no Mickey Monica, and tried to make it work, and I just didn't see the vision. I just didn't see the vision. I feel like there's so many different things Boost could have done this week, and he just didn't hit A, B, C, D, E, F, or G, and instead jumped right to H. And apparently H involves Rotom fans, so let's not do that ever again. Critical Rants next up in the good tier, and the Fortree Furrets. I like the Furrets. I think the player's good. I think the roster is just questionable on how it's going to be executed, and that's still kind of shown. There's no real Sun mode. The Rain mode's a lot better. Kanga's really good. I just worry about half the roster spots at this point that I don't think are going to get a whole lot of use. But, he's playing good. He's doing what he's got to do. Good stuff to critical. Keep killing it. Keep doing your thing. Switch is next, the Runes of Cairo. There's an argument that Switch should be 3-0 right now. But at the same time, Switch did not play well this week. I feel like that back half of the roster for what he wants to do with it is going to kill him. I think bringing 3 Megas to 1 match is killer in this format. I think it's so risky because you really hurt the value of the Pokemon you're bringing. And I think Switch is going to have to get past that. I think he can. I think he'll be fine. But keep in mind all the same. So now we are to our final 6 teams. And next up, we have the Vegas Valiants. There's an argument that very easily Luke could be 3-0 right now. We have week 1, he wins due to hacks. Sure. Week 2, he gets hacks by Bright Powder Glacier. And, he got hacks in that game. Let's not be foolish. There's a Garchomp, there's an Arrow. But, that's how his team is. In week 3, misses dual wing beat game 1, and he makes a pretty bad call at the end of game 3 to not take out King Gambit. I think Lug is in great position. I think Lug has a very strong roster that will screw over teams just by virtue of hacks. I think there's too many megas. I think there's too many Wattrels. But I think he'll figure it out. I think he's a good player. I have high hopes for Luke this season. And then the final team in our good tier, we're going to be doing the Glitzy Glaive Rushers. I really like... I like a lot of what Izzy's doing. Especially this week, I liked what Izzy did with Mega Venusaur. I think that should have happened the week before. We may be looking at 3-0 Izzy right now. I do have question marks about the roster. I do have question marks just general team formation week to week, but I think Izzy's in a really good spot, and I was very close putting Izzy in the super strong tier. I want to see how they do, or I want to see how she does this week against Faye. So we'll see how that match goes. It should be, it's going to be tough for Faye. As long as Izzy holds the fort down, I think you're going to see Izzy in the higher tier next week for sure. And then we have our final four here, and we're going to start off by putting Monica in the 0-3, but I better probably... We're going to start off by putting the Relicanth, Rationale, Ivy into the super strong tier. Ivy showed this week how you can work through a bad matchup on paper, because I think the Rationale Cairo matchup was very bad if Ivy did their typical stuff. They flipped it on its head this week, and they ran Sun, and it worked great. I mean, Sun, in quotes, is more of a Trick Room core, but still. It's still at Sun. Chandelure was great. I like a lot of what they did, and I think they have a great setup for the season. I personally do not like Mega Feraligatr at all, and I would not roster that Pokemon, but I like how it was used this week. I like what they're doing. They're playing well. Keep it up. Next up, we are going to have the Chapelle Murkroans. Tyler is here, and this is... I don't like Tyler's roster, personally. But I really like Tyler the player. So I think that's more of what I'm basing this off of. I really like Tyler the player, and I think Tyler's great, so I'm going to give him a high spot here, a top 3 spot. And we'll see what happens this week. Pretty hard matchup for Tyler. You know, Big Dozey's in the house, so we'll see how that goes, but top 3 spot for Tyler here. And now, we are so back! The Minnesota Mences are here. We are so back. Olive, we never left. I always had faith in you. You won this week. Let's keep it up. Let's keep the good times going. We'll just let it roll, you know? We're never going to stop. Anyways, you're probably losing this week. But good job this week. You did great, Olive. And now... Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah, we're here again. I don't know. I don't know what there is to say about Monica and the Las Vegas Feraligatrs. Actually, I do. I wrote an apology song. You can check it out on my Twitter. I don't know. Congrats to her. She played a good set. You know, maybe there was some luck involved. Maybe there wasn't. Who knows? It's hard to tell. Gorgeist was a menace. Yeah. Top 1. Top 1. No debate. And that'll be all for the PR for this week. Back to Tristan.
All right. Thanks, man. I guess.
Of course.
Sure.
You got it. All day, every day. You want to talk about some transactions, Tristan?
Sure, why not? You know what? Anything helps me from listening to your music.
Well, the good news is that you have blessed hearing every time you hear a Big Dozey song. That's the first transaction of the week. No, we're going to go over how Mega Gengar and Mega Frostlass have switched teams.
Yeah, you're a scammer. You're an absolute...
I disagree.
No, you are a monster.
I prefer a legitimate businessman.
Oh, clearly not. But I'll be honest, we've talked about it on length, and while this deal definitely favors Dylan, I'm not going to act like it doesn't. It's not the worst case scenario for Boost. It really
I heard
isn't.
doesn't.
Yeah, shut up. Boost is still in a fine place.
No, he's in a perfectly fine place.
Yeah.
I think he'll get used.
I think his team will actually get more use out of Gengar than yours, and I think Frostlass is a real big boon to your team. However, once again, this is out of Boost's loving heart, because if I were him and I say, oh yeah, Gengar can work well on my team, but this man is drowning, and he needs to get rid of that Gengar, I would be like, yeah, never mind, man, you're good. So good stuff to boost. Real Samaritan. Can we get some?
Well,
he's
Samaritan. He's a Fezandipitis, of course.
No, he isn't.
He's a great guy.
No, it's not. That's not a thing. That's not a thing.
It is a thing.
Next transaction. I'm not helping your little dream world where you got fans. You're only fan of a small French boy.
No, I got Luke. But no, you know who else got something this week?
What's up?
The Gatrs got Kamoa and Sylveon. And they traded away Glamora and Mega Gardevoir, those for alligators did.
I mean,
let's talk about that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Monica, as everybody has already seen on the PR, she's the top one. She's hard to beat,
I think she's already
She's a little lucky, too. She's a little lucky. But,
I think she's
Kamoa and Sylveon. Yeah, Kamoa and Sylveon will help that team greatly. Getting out of Mega Guard, she never really used it. That'll help greatly.
Yep. No, I mean, it's fantastic, right? And I mean, again, you're seeing this more and more. The most valuable mons are the ones you don't need to mega. Because the ones that are megaing are typically your big, like, team focus, right? Like your Mega Meganiums or Megazards, right? That's what's megaing. You're not making anything else, really. So, like, Kamoa and Sylveon, fantastic mons. And Kamoa's been doing great in actual format, and he still is, so. Really strong mon.
Yeah. And then one more trade that I think we should talk about real quick is the Blinds and the Valiants, Hydreigon for Crocodile. It's a dark for dark trade. Luke gets himself a Tailwinder that's very good and also hits very hard, Hydreigon. And Faye gets themselves a Crocodile, which will give them an Intim and a ground type that they've been begging for.
Yeah, they've been really desperate for a ground type. And yeah, you're trading off one of your dragons, but I think your same issue's happening, right? Both Mega Clef and Mega Zard want to Mega, and you can only Mega one of them. And your dragon type is now locked behind a Mega. So it's just tough. It's just tough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, those are big transactions for the week,
Yeah.
I think everybody made some interesting moves, and free agents, there was a lot of them, but we won't get into them here. If you do want to check them, there will be a link in the description for the sheet. Make sure to check it out. It has all the info in it. And Tristan, you know what time it is?
It's my favorite time. I was in a bad mood, but now I'm feeling great because it is time for Rat of the Week.
God damn it, Switch!
So, I mean, I think you could already tell who Rat of the Week was. Oh, we're not hiding it, alright? It's Matthias. It's Corin Portius. It's Matthias.
I was scared it was going to be me.
No. Listen, again, I already yelled at you for like 5 straight minutes. It felt like I got red in the face.
That's fair. That's fair.
If you ain't gonna use Mega Lopunny, trade it. Just get rid of it. Why wasn't it brought against a Mega Gyarados, which was, by the way, the main offensive threat on that team?
Yeah, Matthias, I in this grand Rat of the Week discussion on who it would be, I was scared it would be me, but that Mega Lopunny sealed your fate. I'm sorry, Matthias. You are the Rat of the Week.
Also, the no Sand Rush on Excadrill, like, what are we smoking? What do you guys
got
down there?
You're trying to play me around Trick Room or something. I don't know.
What do you got down there in New Zealand that you're not putting Sand Rush on your Excadrill?
So land down under, and Matthias just went a loss under for that.
Their speed was down under 2. Their speed was under 2. Ridiculous.
Yes,
But yeah, Rat of the Week, Matthias. Hey, you know what? It's your first Rat of the Week. Just don't get a second one. All right, just don't do it.
That's true. Nobody ever gets a second one, so it's fine.
No one ever gets 3 until they do. Just remember that, buddy. Just remember that.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tristan, because there's not going to be any issues with that.
Well,
I am no rat.
I think
I'm
Burner.
Big Dozey.
Professor Dynamite has something else to say about that. But
Professor Dynamite's an old man.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And I'm going to take away that Taub this week. I'm going to kill that stupid Voltorb.
What did Tav do to you, man?
Tav is trying to rap against Big Dozey, and that don't happen. You know what I'm talking about?
That's
That ain't gonna happen.
great. That's gonna be great. But you know what? I think we talked about everything we wanted to for this week. It's been fun. We had some laughs. We had some cries. We had a lot of yelling. There was a lot of yelling this week. This was an extra amount of yelling. Yeah. I mean, what do you expect from Draft Center?
Wow.
Good tones. Niceties? Nah.
The one
I'm
thing
not
you
bound.
can guarantee on every draft center is Big Dozey.
Oh, God, I'm replacing you. Oh, I swear to God, I'm replacing you. I'm finding any excuse to replace you. But you know what? That can wait for next week. So, once again, thank you for watching along. And I appreciate y'all for being here, sticking around till the very end. And I will catch you all next week for week number 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for watching.